two characters or two players from last week who, again, came in and pretty much made a hell of a splash from the jump street. We'll see what happens when they go toe-to-toe tonight.
Looking in the chat, it looks like Crimson is indeed going with Lars.
Oh,
and it also
baby.
looks like Lex does not know what to do against Lars. So, I wonder if he's going to pick Huarang. Might pick a different character today. We'll see.
Because I know that he's got a repertoire against him himself, but let's see what we're going to work with here today. And he's going with Huarang.
Nice.
Alright, so we're getting two Huarangs tonight. Marvelous.
I have no problem with that.
Of course.
I mean, it's not layup, but...
Bah! Listen, man, it's not bias. It's just bias.
I'm not biased. I just want to see one person win over the other downside. I just want to see everybody get better. So I'm
just trying to watch some good-ass pepperoni and cheese. Just like Mama used to make.
Now I want to see some good launch back threes. I want to see some 14 frame punishes, and I want to see some fresh. Alright. Nice whiff punish with the 4-3. Okay, we're also already seeing some pressure. 1-3 for the punish.
Ooh, did not punish the hell sweep though, but nice parry. Ooh, that might have been a misinput. Yes, it was.
Yup. No doubt. Tries for the back swing.
Ooh, got caught pressing buttons.
Yes, sir.
Kerplunk.
That's what happens when you try and
oh, wow. He actually went for that throw. Whoa.
Break into power.
People don't go for that throw, so it actually baffles me when someone actually tries that shit.
Yo.
Ooh, another low parry. Not today, sir.
Wall parry. Off angle for the shoulder.
Ooh, with the hell sweep. Nobody home.
Yep. He doesn't attempt to do the second hit of the hell sweep. No, the second hit of Huarang's hell sweep isn't launch punishment with negative 14. But Lars has a 14-frame launcher, so technically it is.
Yes, sir. Alright, so Crimson Lotus starting to get the ball turning very fast in game one here.
Yes, sir.
Man, Lex Steel is really having trouble. Oh, does not punish that.
Yeah, but that's the second time he hasn't launched. He also
Another
didn't
low
launch
parry. He is not letting him get
backwards.
any type of Huarang pressure started. He is snuffing him out real good. That's gonna hurt.
No punish on the power crush either. That wasn't a punish.
Oh, Lex Steel gotta get something rolling here. Ooh, launched him and low crush.
Okay, at that point, right? At that point, first of all, that lightning screw would have crushed any mid that Huarang went for. But at that point, he had a lot to lose, but also he didn't he did that lightning screw with confidence that Lex was gonna press a button because Lex needed to press a button, right?
Precisely.
So he really, that was a good choice to go for lightning screw there. Like, I respect that choice.
I'll also say that he pretty much snuffed out any down 3-4 pressure he was trying to get started. Pretty much every time he tried to hit down 3-4, low parry, stop it right now. Like, he did not let him get any wheels turning in that game one. So clearly he knows how to deal with Huarang.
But last week we did see that Lex was, he likes to throw out the raw back three. So let's see if he still throws out the raw back three, or if he runs up and tries to do some other mid checks.
Because, yeah, last week I'm pretty sure it was National Back 3 Day on Saturday.
Oh yeah, I didn't know it was a holiday.
The most fascinating part is that he actually said, I didn't realize I threw out that many back threes. I was like, hey, yo, look, yo, come watch this match with me real quick, bro. Every time you throw out a back three, we're going to take a shot.
Oh no, my liver. But, yeah, we need to... You know, that match could have gone the other way if he launched the down back fours from Lars. And also, Crimson threw out 2 of his 14-frame punishes, right? Lars back forward 2-1 or whatever it is.
Yes,
both of those are launch punishable. The first one, he got hit. The second one, he blocked. He needs to launch that next time he blocks it.
Yes, sir. But...
Dang, you don't know what I get into, okay? You don't know.
Dame, why are you the way that you are?
You don't know what I do on the weekends, okay?
You wouldn't understand me.
Yes. Don't know what I do. Yeah, it's first to 5. It's currently 1-0 in your favor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're going back to Jungle Outpost, and we're getting some Lars versus How Wrong gameplay. Let's see if Lex Steel can get the ball turning. Dane, you act like youth has ever stopped somebody from drinking. Come on now. No one respects the liquor law. Let's keep it 100 here, man. No one started drinking when they were 21.
That's true. Actually, I drank less when I turned 21.
Exactly. By the time I got there, I was like, you know what? I'm kind of bored.
Yo, I got there and I'm like, you know, I had my fun.
Like, it's been good runs. Now let me actually be an upstanding gentleman for once.
So a nice big challenge.
Ooh, ankles. Nice shoot.
Amanda, please.
Another low parry. He is just on his shit today. Oh, not the full wall carry. Ankles.
Another no punish on the power crush. I believe it's -12.
Another low parry. Goodness gracious. He's just calling out every single one tonight. Crimson Lotus is on fire. Nice sidestep. Try to go for a launcher. Nobody home. Ankles.
Actually, I keep saying back forward 2-1. It might be forward back 2-1. Y'all know what I mean.
Oh, he sidestepped, but he didn't launch him.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of hesitation. Oh my! Hold up. The game just changed.
Yes,
did you see that? Did you see that blue stuff? I told him how to do that like last week. Like I didn't give him a demonstration or anything. I just told him how to do it, and we're already seeing it.
Oh.
Just frame skyrocket.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm already seeing improvement.
Another power crush. Sit down, sir. I was trying to get some breathing room here, but Lex Steel's really getting snuffed out hard right now. No momentum that he's trying to build now.
Also didn't launch Lightning Screw.
Jesus, that was a very aggressive round 2. He's not launching enough moves. He's not punishing enough moves properly. He's gonna need to pull together for game 3. He's also hesitating a lot in terms of punishment, because you notice a lot of those low parries pretty much came from him not punishing the move, and he decided, let me try and start How Wrong pressure. Because 2 of those times where he low parried him, he went for down 3-4, and he just started to combo him again.
You know what?
Macho, don't tell him to do the kick thing.
Yo, do the kick. Do the kick thing, yo.
Macho, which kick thing? He's got a million kick things.
Bro, do the thing where you like kick him.
Hey, yo, do the thing where you kick him there, and then do the thing where you kick him over here. Come on, man.
And then Lars is gonna do the thing where he like slides to the left, and then you're gonna like kick him, right?
And then you're just gonna cha-cha real smooth.
Alright, so also, you know what might be happening? See, when I first learned how to do just frame skyrocket, my brain went like blank until I like hammered the execution into my mind. So he might be fishing for JFSRs. That might be what's happening here. And he just is forgetting to punish literally everything.
Pretty much. And I feel like that's also the reason why we're actually seeing way less back 3s, too. Because back 3 is still a good move. Like,
hey, don't trust in the back 3, Lug. Okay?
No.
We're not there
see, I will still say trust in the back 3. Because let's be honest. It's still a solid move. With a surprisingly generous range to a certain degree. It's like back 3 hasn't let him down last week. It ain't gonna let him down this week.
Honestly, it won't let him down this week because Lightning Screw and a forward back 2-1 or whatever that move is.
Like even the chat,
like
Commander, in back 3 we trust. They know. Sometimes you just gotta do it.
Double up arrows.
Like Commander knows everything there is to know about back 3. So would Ryan V.
You're right.
Like they are the masters of all reliable. Ayo, I heard you were trying to do stuff. Stop it.
Cut it out.
Back 3. All reliable.
Up in the back.
Like if anybody should preach back 3, it's an Oscar player.
Macho said Lars didn't launch it yet. Well, he didn't block it yet. So what?
Pretty much.
What the heck?
He's not wrong, but he ain't wrong.
He said... Bro, I don't know if he can launch punish my rage art. He hasn't done it yet. What? What?
Yo, bro, why would you punish the rage art when you can just sidestep?
Bro, when you...
Michael Murray logic.
Chill. Wait on it. They're gonna buff sidestep so that they go like halfway across the stage and they start up on frame 1.
They're gonna buff sidestep to the point where you actually have to watch how you sidestep. If you sidewalk, you give yourself a wall slap. Alright, so you're already at the wall, giving him some pressure. 1+2 throw. We don't break those. Ooh, completely whipped in front of his face. That is not good.
Yep, do not whiff, especially when your back is against the wall.
Also, I don't know what helmet Lars is wearing, but that shit's gangsta as hell.
Ew, that thing looks ugly. I didn't even notice it. It's like it's regular hair at first. Oh wait, hold on. That helmet is kind of clean.
Fact.
Without that antenna gun.
Oh, got him right back at the wall. It's pressure time.
Scared to get up.
Get some breathing.
No flamingo pressure. He needs to get out of there.
Again, just throwing at his ankles a little bit.
Counter him, second hit.
Ankles again. So, Crimson Lotus is just teeing off tonight. Oh, Dick Jab started off. Try to power crush him.
No duck on down for
nice launcher.
Down or up back to the fruit. Pokey.
And a kip up, stopping his tracks. Hell sweep.
No duck, but back forward.
Ooh, knocked him out of the back swing though. Not a full wall. Oh, there we go. There's the launcher he needed. Clean. Now, what did we say about back 3? Come on.
In back 3, we trust.
Oh, spent the rage drive. Stopped him right in his tracks. Not so
we got
fast,
life
brother.
and less like steel.
I think he's alive. Oh, another power crush. Knocks him down real soon. Into the ankles again. He's definitely teeing off on his ankles right now.
Yeah. When Lars does that back step into forward step, don't let him approach you for free. Okay? Please.
Oh, that's going to be another game for Crimson Lotus. He's definitely starting to get those wheels turning. But I can see that there's a little bit of adjustment being made on that skills part. For one, I'm definitely seeing more punishes and launchers. I'm seeing some back 3s. I'm seeing some down forward 2s. But the one thing that he wants to do a little bit more, can't let him get away with too many of these silent entry 2s because he's just ripping his ankles apart.
That is facts. A lot of times, Crimson will go for what? While standing 2, is it? While standing 2 into the back step into silent entry, and just Lex will let him approach him.
Exactly.
Don't let him approach. Okay.
Because it's actually not too intimidating to stop a Lars in their tracks. It's actually very doable.
That's facts. You can
As
step
we've seen
to the
last
right.
week, I believe it was Buff Lars against Checkmate Nate. Even though Checkmate Nate was kind of struggling, he definitely at least was, to a certain degree, stopping Buff Lars in his tracks half the time with silent entry. So every time he tried to approach, he was pretty much giving him the works. Which reminds me, all those matches and tonight will be uploaded to the YouTube. We're also going to throw the YouTube link down later tonight, so go ahead and follow it later. We're going to have all the matchup highlights there.
Oh yeah. Alright, going into game 4.
But going into game 4, it definitely seems like he's really trying to adjust to the Lars matchup. He's really trying to make something work here, which is understandable because he pretty much requested this matchup. So he's just trying to pick apart what he can do here and what he can't do. And as a Haorong player, that's honestly a little bit harder than most because of the fact that you kind of have to play, to a certain degree, a lot of offense against a character you don't know. Because let's be honest, why are you going to see a Haorong play defense? He's not really going to want to sit there and try and figure out what to block and what to figure out, because Haorong's never really excelled in defense. So this is a bit of an interesting but strugglesome matchup for Haorong.
Yes, he's trying to play defense, but he doesn't know exactly, because remember, Lex doesn't know Lars. So he doesn't know what he's trying to defend against, as Lars is silent entering for free in his face. So when you see Lars like approaching you like that, just like backflipping and approaching you by sliding his like butt across the ground, low check, get him out of that stance, and then take your turn. Take your turn against this character. Or step right and then take your turn. Nice! You see that?
Again, the side step right.
But he also has to be ready for ducks.
So slowly poking him out. Okay, we're getting a launcher. Let's see if we can get a little wall carry here. Oh, not quite, but we've done a low parry in kind from Crimson Lotus and dropped it. And another power crush. Peacekeeper, baby. Okay.
I believe Lars' backlash is -9 on block.
Yeah, so it is safe. Yes.
So now
he's trying to create a little bit of space
here. He does not have the light.
Yeah, Lex Steel doesn't seem to be entirely certain on how he wants to at least approach Lars.
Nice, that's what I'm talking
about. Down forward too. Oh, drop the power.
Yep, drops it down. No whip punish. Fun fact, that low-high string from Lars is 0. So it is not his turn.
I tried to go for a throw, nobody home. I'm not sure if it's a misinput or if he's actually going for that throw. But yeah,
it must
Lex
have been.
Steel seems to... He's really trying to figure out how exactly he wants to approach this character. I feel like even though it's probably going to be out of his comfort zone, he may want to at least try to get a little bit more aggressive, because the moment he has a life deficit, he's kind of figuring out really what to do next. I'm not sure if he's trying to maybe see if he can whiff punish him, or see if he takes a big risk that he can capitalize off of.
Here's the thing though, like right there, if he was trying to whiff punish him, that was his opportunity, so he can't be looking for whiff punishes.
Precisely.
So I'm wondering what his game plan really is right now.
I feel like Lex Steel's trying to figure out the optimal space in which he wants to fight
-1. That number sucks.
At this point, maybe. I feel like that could be one of the reasons he may be trying to space out, maybe figure out, what is the extent of his silent entry or his dynamic entry. Maybe figure out, what is the optimal range that you want to play Lars at, because he is a very approach-heavy character in which he can close distance just like that, but it's kind of hard to tell. Like for me, for instance, I'll probably do the same thing. I see dynamic entry, I see, oh snap, he can close distance pretty fast. I'm going to figure out what's my best keep out tools. I know that I can sidestep to the right. Maybe figure out how to stop him in his tracks while I'm not opening myself up. Because Harong at least definitely has better range than, say, a Fang would. So I'm better at keep out game than approach game. Harong is kind of good at both, but the problem is that he's got range and offense, but not necessarily the defense. So he kind of has to play defense aggressively, which is ridiculous.
Aggressive defense. Interesting.
At least that's what I feel like he's trying to do, but I can't necessarily tell, because you kind of have to go all in with Harong. It's either all offense or you're going to struggle in defense. And let's be honest, no Harong wants to do that.
Yeah, no Harong likes playing defense. Other than those masochistic Harong that like playing defense. I don't know what's wrong with them, but whatever.
Listen, everybody's a masochist playing Tekken, dude. We're all suffering.
I think after this set, Lex needs to take a long, hard trip to practice mode and just learn his punishes against Lars.
Honestly, I was waiting for someone to say a speed kicks time. That's something speed kicks would say. Because it is. That is absolutely something speed kicks would say. You gotta play aggressive defense.
Aggressive defense.
You have to play passive offense. What? Let's be honest. That's actually kind of to a certain degree how speed kicks plays that
passive offense. Oh, right.
Passive offense. AKA Geese. Aggressive defense. See, if Phantom gets it, man. Everybody likes some aggressive defense. I'm slowly trying to poke him out. There's a launcher.
Nice.
We don't do hell sweeps around here, sir. No snake
sir.
hitters.
Doesn't get the wall combo,
Can't be
space.
whipping too much in front of the Lars. We'll try to hit him flame trap and orbital for his troubles. That's how you can tell he's really starting to feel it. Into the ankles again. Down back 1-2.
You saw he was ducking, but he didn't commit to the duck, so he got hit.
Another orbital round start.
And now Crimson is in his comfort zone.
Another power rush.
In his comfort zone.
Yes, sir. And again, Lex Steel like seemingly backing off, not really sure what type of offense to throw out at him at the moment. Didn't even want to really throw out the Rage Art, maybe because he didn't want to.
If he doesn't pull out something right now, this is going to be the set.
Arc Blast in the face. There's a launcher. Hello.
Nice launch punish.
Curve plunk. And we're going downstairs, baby.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get something
Flip around.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Guaranteed back through. Let's go.
Got him right at the wall where he wants him. All right. That's what we need to see from Lex Steel. Nice whip punish. Perfect. All right. The man is alive. We ain't done here yet, baby. Oh,
yeah, the low high is guaranteed.
Immediate tailspin from a jump street. Yo, Crimson Lotus is really just teeing off right now.
Yep, but it's not over. If one thing Farrong has, it's comeback games. All he has to do is get that one launch.
But not today.
But he doesn't get it. He ties his shoes.
Very convincing 5-0 versus Lex Steel tonight. So we already came to the understanding that Lex Steel definitely struggles against Lars. He said he wanted that matchup.